What is up, guys? Your boy Mr. Meat's back, and we didn't have one last week because I was waiting on a package and it got delayed and I had to reorder it, and I thought the same thing was going to happen this week, and so I had packages all over America waiting to get here for me to open. So now all of them are here, so I'm going to do something a little different this one. I am going to break this up into 2 different videos. I got just a giant box over here. There's a giant box. It's bigger than me. And yeah, so it's just been a crazy week. We've started painting on my Twitch over here in Mr. Meat's channel. You head over to my Twitch. I'm going to be posting up some streams lately on the long play channel, the full streams of them, but we've been playing some cool pit figures that we got in our last video. Like we got, you know, this Agent Sky Hen painted up and ready to go. You know, your boy I painted my first figure, the Decker. I just haven't washed them. I haven't put any of the wash on, but we painted all the first figures. And I even got, where'd it go? It's my favorite figure I think I put together. Oh. We did this one yesterday. My boy Samuel Brown. So 3D prints from the homie Billy Rager, aka Cricksta. So that was a really cool thing to do. You know, and it was really fun painting them. So I think I got all pretty good. I just need to base him. Ooh. And we also painted a bunch of Warforges. Gemini Cat, she's over here painting a bunch of stuff too. She was the one that actually painted that Skahen, and she painted a bunch of Death Reavers, like 3 squads of them yesterday, so that was really cool. But we're here for some new unboxings, and so yeah, I got so much. I'm gonna break this up into 2 videos, so this is gonna be part 1, and I think we're gonna hit a little combination of old and new, because we got some older stuff and some newer stuff. As you guys know, I'm this close to having everything in Heroscape. I just need a few more squads, and I need Q11 and Deflectatrons. But to remedy that, your boy has picked up these. We finally got some Gallery and Kraken Link. So yeah, we got some Gallery. And yeah, this has been a pretty daunting one to get, because to play these you of course have to have a bunch of squads. So I got 4 of them. So I wanted to maximize that. Also, you know, Kraken Leaves, you know, I got the Kraken like a few months ago, so I wanted to get the babies too. So 2 birds with 1 stone. So let's open one of these things up. Whoa, they are pretty big boys. That's the first thing I can say. Huge. They're way bigger than I thought they were gonna be. Yeah, so let's start with, I guess, Galleries. So yeah, this guy with the magic conch. So a big thing about these is a lot of people have been complaining about how big and annoying the wings are. 'Cause they look pretty like static, if you ask me. I didn't think the rings were gonna be this kind of solid, you know, just put a little wash on them, but it's alright, not bad. Doesn't look like a hard paint job. I thought the paint job on these was gonna be kind of crazy. I guess you can make them crazy. We got the guy doing the victory scream. Oh! So we got him. We got a guy pointing. A little bendy of the staffs, but not too bad. So pretty cool. So let's get to the cards. So the Gallery Vanguards. Alright. 4-man squad, and we got 4 of them, so we got 16. So we got actually a sizable Vanguard force. You know, I would probably like another order of 4, so we can even it out. I think, and I've had like this idea of, you know, getting a good little block of some, and then getting some unpainted, so I can paint like a different little gallery clan, like they're the same, but like, you know, a little different color scheme or something cool like that. So let's get to this card. So the gallery vanguards are for Vidards. As you've seen with my Reavers I just got and all that good stuff, my Vidar army is huge. It's probably, I think, my biggest army now that I got this purchase. My Red Moon army was pretty up there, but I kind of stopped collecting those a little bit so I could start focusing on trying to collect everything else. But I still want to get a giant cult going on. But let's get back to these boys. They're Gelri, which are the cousins of the Kyrie, the main angel thingies in Heroscape. Common squad, Vanguards, fierce, medium 5. They are 1 life each, movement of 5, range 1, attack 3, defense of 2 for 65 points. So already attack 3 is pretty brutal. They are big boys too. Like compared to a regular size human figure, yeah, definitely a threat. And this is Decker, so this is an actual official model. So difference between medium 5 and 4, huh? They have, yeah, 65 points, so that's not even that much. It's about the same as a Reaver squad, but you get plus 1 more model. But check this out. Title Advance. At the start of each round, after placing order markers, you may move each fierce and unfathomable figure you control up to 1 space for each of your order markers on the gallery vanguards. So that is insane. So unfathomable, we have, I believe, the Krakenling, the Kraken, and the gallery, and I believe fierce also is a Washia, Master of Tides. So that is crazy synergy because she can just make water tiles that will help this next ability. But yeah, before we talk about that, just crazy every round being able to move your army up to 4 spaces if all of your army is fierce is pretty insane. Like, and annoying, just watching someone just move up for free. And this is a melee squad, so that makes it even brutaler. Defend the deep. A gallery vanguard adds 2 to its defense value when it is on a water space or when it defends against an attack from a figure that has height advantage, which is insane. So if you're shooting it from height advantage, you're shooting it, or you're attacking it with melee on top, like anywhere, it gets +2, which is insane. And in water too, so putting it in water, it makes the water, you know, a viable place to move, because usually you do not want to move into water. Be a sitting duck, or yeah, just get picked off with like a height of 0 or just a low advantage. And then swim. Gallery vanguards do not have to stop their movement when entering a water space, so that helps the water movement even more in between rounds too. So moving 4 spaces through water and in between rounds is crazy powerful card. And yeah, I got 4 of them, so we're gonna be moving whole armies, 260 points of a core, 4 squads, just moving for free. And it came with a pretty cool model I'm really excited about. The Krakenling. So it's kind of weird. I bought them, you know, in opposite order. Got the Kraken first, which I was just really excited about finishing the pirates off. And now I got some Krakens to put on to the pirate ships to follow the Kraken. It's a really cool model. It's way bigger than I thought it was going to be as well. Like compared to Decker, it'll eat Decker. But yeah, so let's get to the card. There's a lot of weird stuff So big theme that they've been trying to do is implement the stuff from like CV3 and also like D&D scape type of stuff into contemporary. You know, we want to get all that D&D stuff out of here. Probably not going to do all that stuff. And you know, especially with this last week's Renegade Con, the virtual one, we've seen that they're remastering units, and you know, the first set, Knights of Weston, McDurks, Alistair McDurk, Zeticron, and Sir Gilbert. So that is a crazy amount just to come out in the new expansion in October. So we are going to get remasters. So I'm pretty sure they're not going to go into the other IPs and remaster D&D Scape. I think that would just be a really bad, just do it twice, shoot yourself in the foot twice kind of situation for Renegade to do, especially since they got all this momentum. They have been releasing a lot of stuff this year, from G.I. Joe, the beginning of the year's expansions and all that, paint sets. Then we got, you know, Thorman's Thunder and all this late game stuff with all the comments. G.I. Joe, the stuff's coming out next month for Secrets of Citadel, Age of Annihilation's open, and the Total of Annihilation, a bunch of like Savaris and Agent Carr 2.0, so just so much stuff. And just running right into Secrets of Citadel. They did say that the time between was going to be like very, very minuscule, but running right into it. But it's going to be really cool to see what powers they bring back. Like we're going to see right now with the Kraken League. Oh yeah. So yeah, we have common heroes with multiple health, something that they've been having a really good precedent with in new Renegade Scape. So Cracklings are from Ular, so I got 4 of them, so I got 4 boxes. They are common hero Krakens. They're monsters, unfathomable, large 5. So these are supposed to be size comparable. I don't know about that. My boy's a little taller. So warp space. Oh wait. 3 life. Movement of 4, range 1, attack 4, defense 5 for 85 points. So it's a kind of a big investment for a common hero. But warp space, baby. The first ability. Instead of moving normally, you may place a Crackling on an empty space within 4 spaces. If a Crackling is engaged when it starts to warp space, it will take any leaving engagement attacks. So, since it has 4 movement, it's a real quick way for it just to zoom around the battlefield. Eldritch Switch. So this is what I'm talking about. After moving normally, a Crackling may switch spaces with an adjacent single space figure. Figures moved by Eldritch Switch never take any leaving engagement attacks. So, I believe it was like Warforged soldiers can do this. They can just kind of switch spots with you. sorry. Almost like the Tanukis, like their little trip thingy, and they can like switch spots. But these can, that's pretty crazy. Like switching spaces, because you don't have with the other ones you have to be on the same level. Like kind of like the telekinetic grab that Kilcarax has. You have to have them on the same level and stuff. This, you can just pull them down from height advantage and switch up there and get the height advantage, and that's a 4 attack. Well, height advantage will be 5 attack dice. Which the next ability, Flailing Tentacles, a Krakenling may attack up to 3 times on its turn. Reduce the number of attacks by 1 for each wound marker it has. So with 3 life, it will just lose 2 attacks, but it can attack 3. So 5 attack dice 3 times at you. I don't know if you're going to survive that. It's really, really, really brutal. And of course it has swim, so it doesn't stop when going into water spaces. I think together that these are, you know, thematically, they're all from the ocean, all this stuff. I think they go together really, really good in the box. I think the value in the box is worth it. You know, I'm especially happy with now that we have common squads, we're going to be able to get double. We're going to be packaging 2 at a time in them, so we don't have to mix and match and have to buy more that way. We can just knock it all out of the park. So I'm really happy with being able to have a little bit more free money. You know, the value is going up. Really excited about that. I think we would have kind of helped in this box, but it's good that they're doing it a little year later. They listen to the community, they listen to us, so we can get more efficient looking armies and also less complaining on the Discord. And then to catch up from old releases, my next thing after getting all the figures is I need to catch up on all of the terrain, which I've been doing an okay job of now catching up on it. So I got Volcano, I got Grove at Lore's Edge, and I got the Forest of Valhalla with the evergreen trees and stuff. And now I caught up and I got the Fields of Valhalla. So we can go on with my big plan of making giant battlefields. So I'm going to open this up a little bit. The packaging is kind of wild. Really, really nice. And so I mean, just a bunch of the stuff that comes in the master set. I think it's weird. Oh, that's kind of upside down. Well, we both are. So got a bunch of these normal hexes. I don't want them to fall out. And the main attraction of this is these bad boys. It's not these ones, but these ones. 24 hex sand, which is pretty sure this is the first time they were ever put in. So we got sand tiles. We make big beaches and big islands. They're very shaded compared, I believe, compared to these. They seem a little more dark complected, but really excited so I can build a bunch of the campaigns, because we are starting campaigns and all that good stuff soon, so I can build a lot of official maps using the fields. And I can build the Wellspring of Obsession finally. I'm really excited about that. That just dropped. The new Wellspring of Obsession, not the old one. I mean, the old one is pretty crazy. That one took 2 master sets. So one of the goals is to be, as I was saying before my dogs went all crazy, yeah, huge giant Wellspring of Obsession. I kind of want to get the old one and the new one and put them together. I'm pretty sure they can be put together. And I mean, that's going to take a ton of table space. It would definitely take over the whole floor of my room and stuff if I ever did that. And I don't even know if there'd be room to even play on it and how long that match would even last. Like, it would take probably an hour for everybody to even reach each other. But that is part 1 of this unboxing. Thank you guys for always supporting. You know, there's a lot of Heroscape channels that are flourishing right now and going crazy. And you're going to see a lot of channels right now talking about the Nostra's Nightmare and the October releases and all that, and just reviewing all that stuff. You know, I kind of like to stay away from that and let the other guys report about that kind of stuff. I love more of the narrative and everything in the background, painting, the lore. I mean, I love the miniatures, I love the game too, love playing with my friends, building a community up. Speaking of building community, we got a lot of crazy things going on. We got the boy Heroscape on his channel. He's painting up a bunch of the new Nostra's Nightmares. He already got them. And he's comparing the old and news. Like, he just had the Sir Gilbert at the Renegade Virtual Con, and he said pretty soon he's going to have a Zetacron video, so stay tuned, check that guy out. We also got TOV. He is having a subscriber drive. We just hit a threshold like last week at 900, and he's trying to hit 1,000. He is trying to get that big YouTube money, good stuff. And he's a really great guy. He's dropping tons of content every week, like at least 3-4 videos, a bunch of live streams, whether it be painting, lore, or even talking about all the cool stuff that just happened this last weekend. Check the channel because we had a panel that was hosted by TOV this last Friday for the reveals on Renegade Con, so it was really fun. We had a bunch of cool members of the community, a bunch of OGs sitting there making jokes and also just talking about all the reveals and reacting to it. So it was a really fun time. I thank my homie for always inviting me. And there is going to be tons and tons of painting streams going on the Mystery Meats channel on Twitch. And the full stream VODs are going to be posted on another channel that I've been talking about, the Heroscape main channel. That's going to be, it's already up. Channels are going to be posted, and onto the Mystery Meats Long Play and Stream channel. It's going to be up, so stay tuned for that, guys. You know, we're just getting a bunch of volume stuff taken care of, and those are going to be up for you guys to watch and chill to. A lot of fun music, a lot of fun people, a lot of really cool things going on in my life, the Mystery Meats verse, and for Heroscape. And always, I love Heroscape. Keep playing, and I'll catch you on part 2 of the opening or unboxing. Yeah, Mystery Meats out.